Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Siti Maisarah binti Wahidat and I am from School of Physics. Today, I would like to talk about, do you think you know everything? Why my topic is, do you think you know everything? In this world, there are many types of people and every one of us differs in a lot of aspects such as personalities, attitudes, and also thinking skills. Some people might have great thinking skills, but some might not have. So today, what is related to my topic actually? It is about cognitive bias. Cognitive bias allows us to convince that something is true, but the reality is different. I give you an example. Perhaps, have you ever been in a group of assignment or any other occasion and you met people who claim they know everything? They said that they know about politics, business, how to edit video, they know about physics, about biology and even chemistry. Is this possible? Yes, it is not impossible for people to be this knowledgeable. But there are also people who just pretending they know everything. And this leads to my specific topic, which is Dunning-Kruger effect. Believing you know something that you don't is the meaning of Dunning-Kruger effect. So, let me tell you about the history of Dunning-Kruger effect. Dunning-Kruger effect was first discovered in 1999 by Cornell University psychologists David Dunning and Justin Kruger. The name of Dunning-Kruger effect itself was taken by the name of psychologists who discovered about this cognitive bias. Socrates ever said that the only true wisdom is knowing when you know nothing. This has led Dunning and Kruger to do further research about this cognitive bias. What makes more Dunning and Kruger interested is that in 1995, there was a middle-aged man named MacArthur Wheeler. He went to a bank without wearing any mask, fake mustache. He was just there completely with uncovered face. He robbed the bank and he even smiled at the surveillance camera. Confidently, he went to the second bank and robbed the bank as well. Luckily, he escaped that day. Later that night, police came to his house and arrested him. Of course, police can easily track him down as there were clear evidence. MacArthur was so surprised and said, "But I wore the shoes." Everyone was very confused with his reaction. In further investigation, police obtained that Wheeler watched an advertisement which said that lemon juice can make him invisible. So he rubbed the lemon juice on his face and went to rob the bank. Police also proved that Wheeler was not crazy or on drugs on that day. He was just incredibly mistaken by the advertisement. This phenomena has led Dunning and Kruger to do a lot of experiments and surveys in order to prove that there is one cognitive bias in ourselves which makes us feel that we are better than anyone else. Sometimes Dunning-Kruger effect can affect us positively. Sometimes it also can affect us negatively. Dunning and Kruger once do a survey with the undergraduate student where the students are asked to answer questions about grammar, logic, and also jokes. After that, they were asked to estimate their own score. Surprisingly, the average students tend to overestimate themselves, while the intelligent students tend to underestimate themselves. Why is this happening? So, this is what Dunning-Kruger effect has done to us. It gives us false sense to evaluate ourselves. Also, in Dunning and Kruger research, they explain how people tend to evaluate themselves. There are two types on how people evaluating themselves. Firstly, competent people. They will always estimate their performance is worse than they really are, as they erroneously presume that the task easy for them to perform is also easy for other people to perform. While on the other hand, incompetent people will always overestimate their performance as they're confident with what they are doing. There is one quote from William Shakespeare. He said that a fool thinks himself to be a wise, while a wise man knows that he is fool. This quote is so related to what Dunning-Kruger has found. Despite of all the research I mentioned before, Dunning-Kruger also came up with one graph that explained about Dunning-Kruger effect. By analyzing this graph, we can understand more about Dunning-Kruger effect. So here is the graph. At the first part, people tend to have high confidence even they have only little knowledge and experience. On the second part of the graph, we can see that the more you gain knowledge and experience, your confidence will drastically down. This is because the more you gain knowledge and experience, the more you feel that you know nothing. At the last part of the graph, when you gain a solid experience and knowledge, you will get your confidence back. But now, you are better in evaluating yourself. As I said earlier, Dunning-Kruger effect has affected our life in many aspects, such as medical field, politics, business, education, and so on. As we all know, in this world, everything has its pros and cons. For this Dunning-Kruger effect, the pros is that it can help people to boost their confidence. For instance, in aspect of education, students with little knowledge and experience can still confidently talk in front of the class as they have this cognitive bias. Dunning-Kruger effect will lead people to try and do something new. On the other hand, the cons of this Dunning-Kruger effect is that people will overly estimate their own level skill until they are unable to recognize other people's expertise and skill and fail to recognize their own mistakes. People with Dunning-Kruger effect also hard to take criticism from others. However, this cognitive bias can be overcome. It is also important for you to take criticism from others. You may volunteer to ask people, how is your performance? In such way, you can detect in which part that you lack of. Last but not least, you have to keep on learning to gain the right knowledge. So, that's the end of my topic. Do you think you know everything? I leave you with one advice, is that always keep improving yourself so that you can be a good human being. Thank you and Assalamualaikum. Bye!